the 2K Sports pregame show.
And one of the epic nights in the NBA. We welcome you to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. And tonight, it'll be the East All-Stars going up against the West All-Stars. Both the East and West have so many ways to attack. It's always hard to predict just what's going to happen at the All-Star Game, but whatever happens, you know it'll be entertaining. Every one of these players wants to be at his very best on such a huge stage. Now for the crown jewel of All-Star Weekend, the big game finally upon us. Kenny, in terms of stakes, what's really on the line for these teams?
Well, more than anything, conference bracket rights. Like, you know, it's always like my neighborhood's better than your neighborhood. And now you're saying East is better than West. I mean, it goes down to the essence of park basketball all the way to NBA basketball. My neighborhood is better than yours.
So some of the player-to-player rivalries have a chance to be renewed in this one?
Yes, because a lot of times they go, see, if I had some help, you see what I would do to you? And now you have help at the All-Star Weekend, Jack.
The All-Star Game is about putting on the show that the fans love. But you got to get out the game healthy. You know, some guys like to go break a sweat. Other guys like to really perform.
Thanks for joining us as we go courtside now. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Hillel. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players. To us here in the booth, I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all of sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for the West All-Stars, Russell Westbrook out there with Harden. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. That's Durant, and it's Cousins, and it's gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star Game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
Now, here's Leonard. Pass to Cousins. Shot clock at 6. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
Ball stolen. Here's LeBron. That one misses. Great D that time from Durant.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
On defense, the East All-Stars. Screen by Cousins. Durant kicks to Harden. Leonard dishes to Cousins. It's deflected. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They trail by 1. And here's LeBron outside. Now in the scoring column with that juice. 1 for 2 this game.
An almost perfect start to this game. 4 for 5. They're rolling.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mike D'Antoni. David,
If the coach had any butterflies in his stomach about coaching the All-Stars, he didn't let on. He said this game's for the fans, and even though he'll be giving direction to some of the best players in the league, his only coaching advice really is to go out and have fun. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And here's Harden after LeBron James hitting the three. Harden kicks to Leonard. The feed to Westbrook. Screen by Cousins. 4 on the clock. From 12 feet out. Swiped away. Fast break. Here they come. Pass it to Bannister. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
And Westbrook pulls it down.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
It's his first trip to the line. Drops for Russell Westbrook.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Both free throws good from Westbrook.
Textbook shooting from the stripe. Great form, soft release. Mark it up.
The pass to James. Uses the glass to finish the lane. LeBron's got 5 points so far.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Now, here's Cousins. He's been patient so far, and nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellent on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. Man, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
Now here's Harden. Dishes to Leonard. There's a good screen. Hot loose. Feeds it to Durant. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high, makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
You're exactly right, Greg. That's certainly in his range. Forget about the miss and get ready for the next one. And, you know, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on to get it done in a lot of ways.
Pass to Bannister. For 3, Westbrook pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Harden. Fast break, here they come. And the dunk by James.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
LeBron's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Left side, Westbrook. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whips on it.
Here's the bodyguard. Good on the triple. The bodyguard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The bodyguard's gone 1 of 2, shooting from 3. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Down low. Here's Here's Cousins. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
But you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Now here's LeBron. He has 7. 6 to shoot. Prime time. It's not going to go for him. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Cousins, the pass to Westbrook. Harden outside. Cousins with a screen for Harden. Kicks it out to Leonard. Launches it. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Outstanding presence of mind. Harden is constantly looking for the open shooter.
The bodyguard passes to the machine. Just his first attempt. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
Freed up, nice work off the pick. Westbrook's got 12.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Outside Leonard. James against Durant. Leonard, that's for 2. That's the East with the rebound. The drive by LeBron. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
And James, a natural leader. Someone his teammates look up to, and he just has that commanding presence.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
2 shots.
Free throw good. James. Big group substitution here for the East. Whiteside's checked in for the machine. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for prime time. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for baddest one. And John Wall subbed in for the bodyguard. And both free throws good for LeBron. And so here are the West All-Stars. Outside, George. Keeps it to McCollum. On the wing, Green. He dishes it to George. Good, and Green picking up the assist. George has got his first points in this one.
Boy, George is excellent at getting busy from the in-between spots of the floor. Really fleshing out and balancing out, rounding out his offensive game.
And here's Wall outside. Green with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Yep, that one goes. Now it's a 4-point West All-Star lead.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The 17-footer. And he wills that play and sinking right through off the back iron.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
McCollum kicks to George. No good on that one. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Outside, Wall. It's James atop the key. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Outside, George. He kicks it to McCollum. Outside, Curry. On the wing, Green. Bucket 6. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
When he keeps his emotions in check, Green is a fantastic leader on the court. He can run a little hot, but there's no doubting his drive, his willingness to do whatever it takes to win.
The West All-Stars have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. No good. Jabari Parker's checked in for the East.
And you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And he's good on the second. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, the high-flying acrobatics of George, something to behold. When he leaves the ground for these alley-oops, you drop your jaw and all.
Stolen by McCollum. Dish now to Towns. It's George on the wing. Back to Towns. And a wide-open look for McCollum. Good, and he is just worth the town. McCollum's got his first 3 points of the game.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Hey, that's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
In a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad. One shot.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
A nice shot by George.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now here's Wall. Shoots over Curry, and a hit. John Wall. Wall's got his second basket of the night.
You know, Wall's done a nice job, in my opinion, of improving his mechanics with his shot. It's not quite a pure release, but much, much better than it was a couple of seasons ago. And he's really become effective from the mid-range area.
Left in the first quarter. McCollum, no good. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. 4-point game. Antetokounmpo dishes the Wall. He feeds it to Whiteside. He doesn't hit that one. Towns with the defensive effort. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. McCollum, no good. Here are the East All-Stars. On the wing, DeRozan. Back to Wall. Lets it go with the three. Wall missing again. Wall's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Wall against Curry. McCollum with the screen on Wall. And they call an illegal screen here.
And that's a tough one. But on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
ball. Now the feed to Antetokounmpo. Jacks up a three. The shot misses. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the West All-Stars. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll return shortly. A great event unfolding. One quarter of basketball already played. And welcome back, everyone, to this year's coverage of the NBA All-Star Game.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
They've got Antetokounmpo. Jabari Parker is out there without Ray Drummond. Then there's Lowry. And it's DeRozan in at the two-guard spot. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. And here is Paul, following Kyle Lowry's three. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. The 15-footer connects. The jumper drops. George has got 9.
Hey, all the defense can do is get a hand up on George. I mean, he's an elite talent who can make contested jumpers a lot of times. So you can't get your head down. This guy can really put it in the basket.
Basket good. Now it's a 5-point West All-Star lead.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed, heel, showing no mercy in transition there, Parker.
He had a nice open look right there. DeRozan's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The West All-Stars with the ball. Outside, George. And here's McCollum for 3. Connects from three-point range.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Three-pointer, Lowry, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. He's got 6.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Green, the screen. Green with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Outside, George. Towns gets to George. A three-pointer off the mark.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Well, I tell you what, Paul George is so tough on defense. Love the way he gets after people. He's excellent at staying in the play as well as staying in his stance so he can come up with rejections and deflection.
Here's Antetokounmpo following the basket by Chris Paul. Antetokounmpo gets the line. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's the lob to Towns. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And a good call. Towns, one of the best in the league with the catch and flush.
Stolen by George. Here's Paul. McCollum trying to get open. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by George. And now an 8-point West All-Star lead. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo skews it in.
Well, how about the concentration of Antetokounmpo? I mean, he expects to get hit when he's taking it strong to the rim, and still is able to muscle his way through contact.
Now here's McCollum. He has 6. Outside, George. Over in the corner, Paul. Green, the screen. Shot clock at 5. A 3 from McCollum. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, I like the first quarter he had. I mean, and I'm loving the second quarter even more. He's playing with a lot of momentum right now. That's smothering defense. Chicken and gravy defense, not giving him an inch there. That's how you guard the inside. Yes, sir.
It's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. times checked in for Burke. The bodyguard comes in for Antetokounmpo, and Batiswan subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Outside Lowry. Drummond sets the screen for Lowry. Fires for three. West All-Stars with the rebound. Cousins has got his third rebound on the night.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Batiswan. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now Harden. And Leonard has it in the corner. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Leonard's got 6 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot and the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
It's stolen by Lowry. Out to the right wing. Here's the bodyguard. Sinks the three-pointer. The bodyguard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the East All-Stars. And so here are the West All-Stars. Screen by Cousins. Harden has a wide-open look. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Batiswan. Gets the three-quarter to ball. 9 points in the game so far.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Screen by Cousins. And Lillard kicks to Cousins. Outside Durant. Lillard outside. From deep. Hits it from three-point range.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Here's the bodyguard. He's got 8, and the shot goes in.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Leonard with no one around. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
Comes in for Kyle Lowry. Here are the East All-Stars. They trail by 9 points. Now here's Wall. He's got 5. This is it to Batiswan. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. That's 12 points for Batiswan.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
Batiswan's gotten some nice looks from outside so far, making 4 threes in 6 attempts. That's a 2 from Lillard. Can't hit that one. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Here's crunch time, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. The East All-Stars shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Steph Curry's checked in for Lillard. And so he hits both. It's a close game here in New Orleans. Curry passes to Durant. And it's the East with the rebound.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And stolen by Cousins. Leonard dishes to Curry. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 4 again on the bucket from Battiswan. And here is Curry. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And here are the East All-Stars now. Wall passes to the machine. The 11-footer, and that's good off the glass that time. Now just a 2-point West All-Star lead.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
Curry kicks to Harden. Outside Leonard. The pass to Curry. Another shot. No good from Durant.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The East All-Stars have been good at the line so far at 5 of 5.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the West. And it's tied up with that one. And so here are the West All-Stars. Outside Durant. Over in the corner, Cousins. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
And, you know, Cousins is tough inside, but he's got a nice outside touch, too. Didn't have that shot when he first got into the league, but now he does.
This is the Wall. And a miss there on the triple. Wall's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. And Westbrook, here we go. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Here's the machine. Drains it from beyond the arc. The machine's got 7 points in the game.
It's such a sweet three-point stroke there. It can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Left side, Leonard. And no good. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Shoots it up. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Outside Westbrook. Feeds it to Leonard. Cousins, no one around him. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for it.
And with great players, you've got to pick your poison. And you'll live with Cousins shooting from mid-range.
Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And so here are the West All-Stars. Outside Durant, pass to Westbrook. Outside Curry. Here's Durant. He's got 5, 6 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. And now a 5-point West All-Star lead.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch. The defense not doing a good job at all getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Now here's Curry. And the layup ball. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
Here's Baddest one. He's got 17. It's good from long range.
And he is having an unbelievable game from three-point range. How long can he keep this up?
Curry kicks to Durant. Here's the screen. So the wing on the left. And here's Westbrook from the arc. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside, Wall. Prime time, the pass to Baddest. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Durant dishes to Westbrook.
Big-time nerves to hit a shot like that at the buzzer.
And so it's the West All-Stars heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. We've got more in store for you right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to halftime on our 2K Sports presentation of the All-Star Game. Ernie Johnson here. So is Shaq. So is Kenny. The Western Conference showing off its All-Star Game chops there in the first half. When the showmanship is ramped up to its highest level, that suits the West just fine. They got a roster that knows how to play the game with flair, and they've been enjoying themselves so far today.
Well, when it comes to the shootout, the Wild West is what it's all about. These guys scoring punches. Really hard to match up with. The East has tried to put up a fight, but they don't really have the same level of talent as you've seen in the first half.
We know the Western Conference roster is filled with superstars, not just all-stars. But the best of the best in the East aren't going to just go down without a fight. I think the East needs to be a little bit more physical and probably work a little bit harder, and the second half is going to be fun.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And we return to the NBA All-Star Game. One half is in the books, and the second half about to begin.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Welcome, everyone, back to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game. A great night of basketball here on 2K Sports.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Durant. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Harden. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. Now, here is Harden. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a break?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
He rifled that one in from distance. Baddest one's got 23.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Screen by Cousins. Leonard attacking the steal. Here's the bodyguard. Yes! And the foul. They get Russell Westbrook.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They made all three of their shot attempts.
The East All-Stars have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And it's tied up with that one. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Harden outside. Cousins with a screen for Harden. Outside Leonard. From deep three-point range, here's Cousins. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Cousins has got 9 points.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
The East All-Stars have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. Westbrook with it. 15 points in the game. Harden outside. Pass to Durant. Screen by Cousins. Steps back and fires. And it's Durant missing.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loop shot.
Free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
And only the 15th pick back when he was drafted. Leonard was projected to become a starter, but never a superstar.
He doesn't get the second one. Here's the bodyguard. He's got 16, so they take the lead. The bodyguard's got 6 in the quarter.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Now Westbrook. He's got 15. Harden outside. Lobbed up there for Durant. 3-on-3. There's Gaddis one. Offensive rebound. Passes it to the body. Leonard brings the double team. Tries again. Prime time. Carries it from about 10 feet away. Prime time's got the lead up to 3 now for the East All-Stars. And the West All-Stars have possession. Harden gets to Durant. Leonard on the wing. Screen by Cousins. Right side Leonard. That's tipped. They recover it. Here's the machine.
Are we seeing some high-flying efforts tonight or what? Are we ever?
I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
So thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Have to like what we're seeing from Gaddis one.
He is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Good substitution here for the East. Whiteside's checked in for the machine. Antetokounmpo comes in for prime time. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Gaddis one. And it's Kyle Lowry in for the bodyguard. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Towers, he's checked in for Cousins. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. George is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Paul in for Russell Westbrook. On the high post, LeBron's shot is good. LeBron's got 14 points for the game. Open with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Now here's Harden. To the middle. Off the screen. Slammed home and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Again, Hassan Whiteside.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets. And there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
The free throw drops for Towns.
And you know what's impressive about Towns to me, guys, at this young age? The preparation he puts into each and every game. He's a true pro in that regard.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Prime time's checked in for LeBron. And here is Paul. He's got 6. Over in the corner, Green. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
How about the big fella stepping outside and showing us some range?
Well, he gets some grief for that shot in the regular game, but in this setting, he allowed that kind of latitude and freedom.
Carries it from three-point range.
And Antetokounmpo is just a smooth operator off these screens. I mean, he's smart and reads those situations exceptionally well.
Now, here's George. 14 points for him. Hooked away. Lowry with the ball. From deep three-point range. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Unfortunately, his shot has been everywhere, all over the place. Can't buy a basket. However, his teammates got in trouble.
Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Right side, no good. The West All-Stars with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. George with the bucket.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Now, here's Lowry. 6 points for him. Drains the three-pointer. And it's 6 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Kevin, you know, it's nice to see Lowry dish the rock. I mean, I enjoy watching him pass the ball because he's got a nice feel for when to get it to his guys for an open shot.
Towns against Whiteside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. The Machines check in for the East. Towns, the pass to McCollum, kicks to George. 4 on the clock. Over on to Kumbo. And it's George missing. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. It's a one-point game. And the pass to the Machine. Right block shot. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, you see the great reach as well as the relentless pursuit shown by Towns. Simply saying, not here, not now, not in my house.
Now, here's George. 16 points for him. McCollum kicks to Towns. Got a hand on it. Here's Lowry. Pass to Primetime. It's up a 3. Paul with the defensive effort.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Here's the Machine. He's got 9. Yep, that one goes in there. The Machine's got 4 points this quarter. The Machine's gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. Outside, George. McCollum against DeRozan. Ball kicks to Green. Shot from the wing. That's the East with the rebound. The Machine's got 7 rebounds in the game. Three-pointer, Lowry drains it from beyond the arc. Lowry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that's Lowry's shot right there. Always looking to capitalize from that range.
Paul dishes to George. Back to Paul. Fires from 14. Green for 2 points. Paul's got the game tied up here for the West All-Stars. Now Lowry. Pass to the Machine. Off the pitch.
Just a ridiculous dunk there. There aren't many guys who can pull off a throwdown like that.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And some changes here for the East. Walker's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's John Wall in for Kyle Lowry. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Damian Lillard comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Curry subbed in for Paul. Here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Lillard outside. Green, the screen. Now the dish to George. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 18 points for George. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They lead by 1. The pass to Primetime. At the wall. Here's Primetime, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Towns. That one a little long. And stolen by Lewis. And Curry has it in the corner. Offline with his 3. Here's the machine. 14 points for him. Second chance effort. He lays it in. The machine's got the lead up to 5 now for the East All-Stars. Lillard outside. He dishes it to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
You see right there, Towns invites contact. Unafraid of it, looking for it, and he's able to score through it.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The East All-Stars have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And he knocks down the first one. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Drummond comes in for the machine. And the bodyguards subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. The West also making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Paul George. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. A minute 50 left in the third. Curry kicks to Lillard. He feeds it to Durant. Takes it off the glass. Durant's got 12 in the game.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's the bodyguard. He's got 19. Here's Parker. Knocks it loose. And it's Wall in the corner. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker. And it's 8 points for Wall.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
Now here's
And the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown, appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Lillard, the pass to Durant. Off the pick. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore, that they had a lot more attempts in that first half.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper. Wall's got 6 points in the quarter.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
Now here's Curry, screened by Cousins. Curry kicks to Durant. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. He's got 16.
How about the screen that reached? Wow, what a miracle he to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave them to him.
And so it's the East All-Stars in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break. We've been having a great time here. We hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
And, you know, we always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
And here is Curry. They got the bodyguard. LeBron James is out there with Parker. Then there's Andre Drummond, and his baddest one in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Pass to the bodyguard. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. At the line for 2. And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Motion with it. Outside Curry. The 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And Kevin, that 3 ball of Curry gets it. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, what angle, or how deep.
Now, here's Cousins. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in, and West also making a switch. Westbrook's checked in, out to the right wing. There's the pick. The 3. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. First team foul. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Here's Harden on the wing. So the whistle blows on the shot with 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Harden is fearless. Awesome at gutting the defense and making them send them to the line. He just knows how to draw fouls and get himself to the strike.
Shoot 2.
And he can't get the first one.
James Harden is clearly an MVP caliber talent. No doubt about that. A triple-double threat who really is a stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Jabari Parker's checked in for the East. Good on the second free throw.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
The bodyguard passes to LeBron. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And when James gets going, there's no stopping him. Just a dynamite scorer who feels he can get any shot he wants.
One shot. Here is Harden. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Leonard dishes to Harden. Screen by Cousins. There's the triple, and James Harden hits from deep.
Harden is known for his creativity. Can't lose him in the screen and roll, or he'll take you to school.
And that one's good. Parker.
And the Heat not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Outside Westbrook. Shoots from 12. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Here's the bodyguard. Over in the corner. Antetokounmpo. Passes it to the body. From deep. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his 8th rebound here tonight. In the corner. Harden. Those 2 corners off the mark. Now the East All-Stars with it. 4-point game. The bodyguard passes to LeBron. Durant kicks to Harden. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's on Jabari Parker.
Love the ferocity. Heck, that's one of my favorite words, ferocity. Harden, excellent at accelerating and decelerating. That's the thing that makes him so tough. He can go fast, slow, or mid-range speed.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
He's good on the second. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's the bodyguard. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Outside Westbrook. Harden outside. Oh, Leonard in position.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Here's LeBron. Oh, that's a beautiful jam.
Yes, indeed.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Now here's Harden. Outside Durant. To the right side. And here's Westbrook from the arc. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Westbrook's got it all tied up now for the West All-Stars. Here's the bodyguard. He's covered by Westbrook. Westbrook with the steal. Here's the break to take the lead. Bullseye. Westbrook's got 7 now in this quarter. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, how about the points they got in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And, you know, Cousins is a wrecking ball inside, guys. Effective at using his size to draw the contact close to the rim. He's a hard guy to defend.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
First free throw is good. This is
where we see Cousins a lot. He's always up there among the league leaders in free throw attempts. It's so hard to handle in the post. The D just never knows what to do with him.
Here's what the East is going with right now. The Machine's checked in for Drummond. Primetime comes in for Antetokounmpo, and Banis one subbed in for Parker. And good on the second, so he makes them both. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control. Well, I know what highlight we're leading the post-game show with, that's for sure.
He is gone, man. He's gone crazy.
I don't know if he's crazy, but that dunk was insane.
Offensive rebound. Here's Cousins. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That's on LeBron James.
And Cousins lives at the line. Just applies tremendous pressure on the defense.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shot.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. Antetokounmpo's checked in for LeBron. So DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. And here are the East All-Stars now. Here's Banis one. 3-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Banis one's got 26.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Here's Cousins. And that one hits back iron.
A good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Bobbed up there for Durant. It's thrown down to Kumbo. Here's the bodyguard. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. The bodyguard's got 16 points here in the second half. Now Leonard. Out left to the wing. Now here's Cousins. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. The Machine's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And the rejection by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
Here's the bodyguard. And there's the pass to Primetime. Pass to Banis. Brought past the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard. He kicks to Westbrook. Screen by Cousins. For 3, Durant. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
And here's Westbrook. Cousins with a screen for Westbrook. Snatched away. And they're moving it up. Here's Banis one. Fires from deep. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 7-point East All-Star lead.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Westbrook dishes to Cousins. There's the pick. Here's Durant. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Passes it to Primetime. The pass to the Machine. Tries from 7. Antetokounmpo passes to the Machine. Banis one. Nailed from 3-point land. Baddest one's got 32 points.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Yeah, you know what? The defense can't keep giving him these looks. I mean, he looks really comfortable shooting from these spots on the floor.
Here's Cousins. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he beat up?
Stolen by Durant. And here we go with Westbrook running up the court. It's going to be 2 free throws, true contact on the shot.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give him a chance for the and one.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Westbrook. James checked in for the East. Both free throws good for Westbrook. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
From deep, LeBron hangs on the trifecta. James has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant.
Hey, got no idea what happened there, quite honestly. I mean, it seemed like he just mistimed that pass.
Out to the right wing. Here's baddest one. Stolen by Westbrook. And now Durant on the floor, galloping all by himself.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You just got to marvel at his greatness.
They set the pick. Here's baddest one. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Baddest one's got 11 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's beating up the defense in this quarter, going right at him and scoring in a variety of ways.
Outside Westbrook. LeBron with the block. One-on-one here. Here's baddest one. Misses the three. Westbrook against LeBron. Westbrook drives in.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
Here's prime time. He's covered by Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now a 9-point East All-Star lead.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, he's so creative with the ball and his ability to shake free from bigger guys to knock down those triples. Boy, that's a thing of beauty there.
LeBron with the block. Here's prime time. He's covered by Leonard. Westbrook against LeBron. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For the three, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Durant. Durant's got 6 assists here tonight. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth. Knocks down the three ball. Time's got the lead back up to 9 now for the East All-Stars. Time's gone 2-2 from three-point land tonight. James against Westbrook. And the rejection by James. Screen by Cousins. He clocks it again. And they're pushing it up. Here's Clark.
defense flat out gave up. I mean, didn't even try to get back into the picture on that fast break finish.
Leonard kicks to Westbrook. Westbrook missing again.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. It's not even been effective.
Outside Leonard. Got a piece of it. The machine passes to Barntime. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. LeBron outside. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. A shot off that time. Westbrook with it. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10. And so Westbrook makes them both. Timeout called, East All-Stars. They're in front by 9. Just 4 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're really just being conservative, making sure they don't make any last-minute mistakes, I guess. I mean, I have no idea. No idea.
Presentation of our Jordan player of the game, the bodyguard.
Hey guys, no doubt who our pick is going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And the tradition in honor of just being invited to play here, let alone receiving honors of All-Star Game MVP. Just tremendous. In fact, one could argue he had a couple great candidates here, but he deserved it. Here's Baddest one. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. He's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.